Exomologiste to Kyrio te agathos, alleluia.
Otis ton neona to eleos aftu, alleluia.
Plead my cause, O Lord, with them that strive with me, fight against them that fight against me. So today's talk is aimed at essentially everyone who cares about the Church of England and about the fate and the future of the Church of England. If you're someone who cares about the direction of this country and you understand the importance of the Church of England within it, then this talk is for you. It's a talk basically about what we can do to save the Church of England. There's two kinds of people in this world. There's those people that see a problem and that they run away from it and do nothing about it. And then there are those people in this world that see a problem and then they try to rise to the occasion. And I'm speaking to those men and women in the church that want to rise to the occasion of the challenge that the Church of England is in. So right now, as many of you know, the Church of England is in a desperately poor place. It is a year in which many members, faithful members of the Church of England, are feeling weary, tired and fed up, and are looking for the exit, or wondering if they should move towards the exit. However, giving up on the Church of England is not going to save the Church of England. What is actually needed by faithful Anglicans is that they get more involved. What is needed by faithful Christians, whether those faithful Christians are evangelical or Pentecostal, is that they get involved with the Church of England with the purpose of taking it over, of winning it back as an institution for Christ. The Church of England cannot be and should not be an institution that we surrender to liberals and to progressives and those that hate the Christian faith. And there's no doubt about it, the liberals want to drive out faithful Christians from the Church of England. They want to have them ejected and done away with. That cannot be the future. As Christians, we have an opportunity this year to do something amazing, and that is to turn the Church of England around. In Psalm 115:1 it reads, "Not unto us, O Lord, not unto us, but unto thy name give glory for thy mercy and for thy truth's sake." This was the battle cry of the Knights Templar. Non nobis Domini, non nobis sed tua de gloriam, was the battle cry of Templar Knights as they used to charge into battle. Well, there is a battle right now for the heart and the soul of the English church. And so, as Christians, I want to call all evangelicals, all charismatics, all Christians of independent churches, all faithful Anglicans, even Roman Catholics, anyone and everybody who recognises the importance of the Church of England, to listen to what I've got to say. In December 2023, the House of Bishops, one of the three houses of the General Synod, which is the governing council of the Church of England, gave their approval to the prayers of love and faith, which are essentially blessings to same-sex couples, which were produced by a project called Living in Love and Faith, or as its critics call it, Living in Lust and Faith. Now, over the course of 2024, these prayers were put into use on a temporary basis by certain parishes, captured parishes of the Church of England that wanted to use them, that had dedicated same-sex blessing services or standalone PLF services were forbidden. Blessings had to take place during a regular service. Now, liberal bishops and liberal activists within the Church of England have obviously pushed the LGBTQ agenda into the church. And they've pushed to regularize and normalize the LGBTQ agenda inside the Church of England. In short, the Church of England, there were members within the Church of England that wanted to regularize this. However, they didn't have enough support within the General Synod to bring about this change. And in 2025, the House of Bishops acknowledged that they could not legally move forward in introducing standalone PLF same-sex blessings because that would amount to changing the doctrines of the Church of England. And so the lawyers told the bishops that what you're trying to do is to change the doctrine of the Church of England, and you could not do that without majority support in the General Synod. I hope you're starting to see where this talk is heading. Earlier this year, 2025, in February, the General Synod met and voted to end the Living in Love and Faith project. This is a small victory in an otherwise general retreat. Now, that doesn't mean that the liberal progressives have given up on their agenda in seeking to change the Church of England and in seeking to change what the Church of England stands for. They are organising right now to ensure a liberal majority on the General Synod of the Church of England to push through these changes. They are gaming the systems. They are gaming the government of the Church of England for the LGBTQ silent P agenda. Now, whilst LLF has ended, Living in Love and Faith, prayers of love and faith are still being used by some parishes, including a few cathedrals. In addition, the liberal Archbishop of York told conservative Anglicans that ending Living in Love and Faith was not a reversal of Living in Love and Faith's work. In other words, they are still committed to this grotesque error, this immoral teaching, and they still want to push it through. And so, the battle that faces all of us that want the Church of England to be an Orthodox Christian church is the following one. And it is a battle because there are many people in the media who complain about the limp-wristed soy spirituality and the failings of the Church of England, and you're right to do so. But the question is, are you willing to do anything about it? So let's talk about what you can do and how you can do it. The next meeting of the General Synod of the Church of England is in July, which will be the last meeting before being dissolved between September and October, at which each diocese will hold elections for the next 5-year term of the General Synod of the Church of England. Conservative Christians, now is your time to act. Now is your time to capture the Church of England for orthodoxy and for Christianity, and to move it away from its liberal progressive hypocrisy and its liberal progressive compromise. In 2021, Conservatives mobilised and elected a large number of representatives, but they didn't gain a majority. This election this year is being fought by two rival networks. Network number one, representing the liberal progressives, is called Together for the Church of England. If your church is aligned to the network Together for the Church of England, then get on the PCC and advocate a break between your parish church and Together for the Church of England. Network number two, representing the conservative Christian movement within the Church of England, is simply called the Alliance. Check if your parish church is connected to the Alliance, is joined up with the Alliance. And if it isn't, get on your PCC and advocate that it unites with Alliance in advocating for Christianity within the Church of England. Not for nothing, these two campaigns have been described by both sides as being as active and as organised as a political general election campaign, because that is exactly what they are. They are electoral campaigns to change the government of the Church of England. I want to say it clearly and plainly, this battle is not going to be won by your prayers. Praying that the Church of England will become orthodox, but then doing nothing else, will only mean that the Liberals will outgain you and outsmart you. Every conservative Christian, whether they are Anglican or not, who cares about the fate and the future of the Church of England, this is your rally cry to get involved with your local parish, even if you attend a different church at some other time. But get one foot into your Church of England parish and get involved in these networks. Get involved in the Alliance network. We need to establish the Alliance network in as many parishes of the Church of England as possible. And we need to secure as many votes to get people into the General Synod. And I'm going to talk about how that's done shortly. Let me be clear about highlighting what the Liberals in the Together for the Church of England are trying to achieve. They want to push mainly amendments in canon law, which are the laws that govern the Church of England, and are incidentally also the laws of England. They want to get those laws passed, which only require a simple majority, which is unlike trying to change the Church of England. They want to remove the canonical requirement for clergy to live a lifestyle consistent with the doctrines of the Church of England, which would then enable clergy to enter into, in quote marks, same-sex marriages. Now, we already know about the lax standards in discipline amongst the clergy of the Church of England, and if Conservatives gain a majority, they must use that majority to create functions, groups, organisations and disciplines to clamp down on lax clergy within the Church of England, but maybe more on that later. The Liberals also want to pass a motion that states homosexual relationships are consistent with Christian discipleship, contradicting everything that Scripture teaches. This won't change the doctrine of the Church of England, but it will be an indicator to the House of Bishops that they still have the support for doctrinal revision in the General Synod. We have to game the Liberals and beat the Liberals at their own game, brothers and sisters. Forget your prayer meetings, get political. Involve yourself in the politics of the Church of England. So what can churches do once they have aligned themselves to the network called Alliance, which is made up of Pentecostal charismatic, Reformed and Anglo-Catholic Orthodox Christians? Here's what they can do. The General Synod, which is the national level council, is elected by members of the deanery synods. Deanery synods are smaller councils that vary in size and often cover collections of 10 to 15 churches of the Church of England. Its members of the deanery synod are what are elected by their diocese to the General Synod's representatives. The Alliance, which is Christians within the Church of England, are working on a campaign in trying to secure a majority of Christians within the General Synod by getting Christians elected to the deanery synods of the Church of England. If we can do this, the Christians of the Church of England will be able to stop and reverse the liberal agenda, the progressive agenda, the humanist agenda within the Church of England, and return the Church of England to orthodox discipleship in the name of Christ, and thus secure the Church of England once more for her Lord, ladies and gentlemen. No. The Alliance needs to increase the number of seats held by Orthodox Christians within the House of Clergy by 13 members and by 19 more members in the House of Laity in order to secure a majority, and that is achievable if we all pull together, if we all activate, if we all stop sitting on our hands and thinking that we can pray away the problem, but rather that we organise, we mobilise, we train and we resist, ladies and gentlemen. Representatives in one half of the Church's diocese and significantly increasing the vote share of Orthodox Anglicans in the other half of the Diocese of the Church of England is going to take a lot of votes. So you need to make sure that you are on the parish register, that you're on the parish roll, so that because only those that are on the parish register and on the parish roll can vote in the Church of England's government. We need at least 50% of the deanery synod to be representatives of the Alliance network. But, ladies and gentlemen, it is often the case that members of the deanery synod do not cast their votes. And so it is important to make sure that you're keeping up with communications, that you are making sure that when the opportunity arises, that you are casting your votes for change within the Church of England. So how do you get onto the deanery synod? Here is a step step-by-step instruction to all Christians about how we can play the liberals at their own game and recapture the Church of England for the Christian faith. Point 1. To get onto the Deanery Synod, you need to be, apart from being in the Church of England, first to be on the electoral roll of your church, your parish church where you live. This is essentially the official membership of a particular parish that you attend, and yes, you'll have to attend to get into the Deanery Synod. You need to be voted on at your church's annual general meeting or AGM. Most AGMs of the Church of England are happening right now. They're happening in March and May. So we don't have much time, brothers and sisters. We must mobilize quickly if we are to take advantage of this situation. This is also the time when churches are revising their electoral roll. So if you're already a member, make sure that you re-register. And that if you're not a member, make sure that you are registered so that you have the right to vote. And then work with other faithful Christians to ensure that you are voted onto the Deanery Synod. Now, when we have Orthodox Christians on the Deanery Synod, there will be a last General Synod session in July, and if you get on to the Deanery Synod, you will then be able to vote between September and October. So I hope you're writing these dates down in your calendar. Between September and October. So make sure you're keeping up with the communications so that you can cast your vote for Orthodox Christians within the Church of England, to capture the Church of England once again for Christ and to drive out the liberals, so that you can identify who to vote for. Use the website alliancecofe.org, which will help to coordinate the movement of faithful Christians in this electoral battle for the Church of England. At the top of the website, there's an option to join with us. Click that and follow the instructions. Let me be clear. Liberal progressive heretics are mobilizing right now to capture the Church of England. This is a battle of votes. It is a battle of bodies. It is a battle of minds. Too many Christians within the Church of England think that the solution to this problem is to pray it away or to convert the liberal progressives. Those options certainly have their place, but the only real solution is to capture the Church of England through its electoral system and its forms of government. Therefore, we must mobilize with Alliance to defeat the heretical and erroneous network known as Together for the Church of England. Now, let me go on. What you need to do if you're a Church of England attendee who knows they are on the electoral roll, the first thing you need to do is to join Alliance yourself. The second thing you need to do is put yourself forward to the Deanery Synod and to encourage Orthodox Anglicans to do the same and to pledge to oppose not just the LGBTQ silent P politics of the liberal humanists, but their entire agenda of feminism, of moral relativism, of liberal progressive politics in general. Ask your vicar if you can stand for the deanery synod. If your vicar is a liberal and you know that they are a liberal, pretend to be a liberal so that you can get onto deanery synod and then vote as a conservative. Contact now via email and find out where your church stands, ladies and gentlemen. If there is no way through, find a conservative parish and follow the same strategy there. We must mobilise everybody in the Church of England and everybody who loves the Church of England to recapture the Church of England for Christ. Obviously pray for the Alliance, pray for those Christians that are heeding this message, pray that other Christians from other denominations will join in this effort to capture the Church of England and pull it away from the humanist liberal agenda. If you are not, ladies and gentlemen, a member of the Church of England, then I encourage you to put one foot into the Church of England. Yes, stay faithful to your evangelical church, your Methodist church, your Presbyterian church, your Pentecostal church, whichever church you belong to. I'm not asking you to become an Anglican through and through, but get one foot into the Church of England so that you can help the Christians in the Church of England who are trying to capture it and pull it away from the humanist liberal agenda. Go away, old man. Now, ladies and gentlemen,
in Christianity, we look
if
after
you
all
are
people.
a member of another church, if you are a member of another church, if you are a member of another church, you tried to dox and endanger my family, do not lecture me about a thing. You posted on your channel public, you deleted it. You deleted it because I was all over the post asking everyone who commentated in the post whether you were acting ethically as a Christian. I do not want to talk to you. I don't have time for you. You need to apologize for what you did. You need to man up and own your actions, and you need to apologize for acting in that way. Do not lecture me about ethics and morals. Now, let me continue with the talk.
People, Bob?
No!
Tell me what you've got against all people, Bob.
You are invited.
You are violent towards all people.
You are invited.
Now you tell me
I've
what
got
you
nothing
have against
all people. I've got something against you.
You have nothing
because
against
you
me.
endangered my family. Yes, he did. Yes, he did, ladies and gentlemen. And we have him on camera admitting that he did. We have him on camera admitting that he did, ladies and gentlemen. Just go and look at the last video where he admitted that he did. He tried to. He didn't dox me. He tried to. No, ladies and gentlemen.
This man is lying. You're lying, Bob.
He tried to, and he admitted that he did on camera. The only thing that is in dispute that we don't have evidence for is whether he tried to do it on my channel or whether he tried to do it on his channel. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are a Christian who loves the Church of England, then join the Alliance. Get on the electoral roll of your parish and get into the deanery synod, making common causes with Christians, in capturing the Church of England. Ladies and gentlemen, you're literally lying. I don't like you. I have no problems with other elderly people.
You need to repent, Bob.
You need to repent. You need to repent of trying to endanger my family and trying to endanger women and children. You are on camera admitting
quick. You only got married a couple of months ago.
admitting that you tried to find my personal information. That is a fact. You admitted it on camera. The only thing that is in dispute about whether you did it on your channel or on my channel. Yes, you did. You don't remember. You don't remember.
Stop shouting,
No,
Bob.
ladies and
Stop
gentlemen.
shouting, we'll have a discussion.
No,
okay?
ladies and gentlemen.
Drop your voice.
So,
Drop your voice, Bob.
excuse me. Excuse
Don't you
me.
push me. Don't you push me. Don't you push me.
Don't get into. He's getting into my personal space. I've been here for minutes. He get into my. I've been here for minutes. You guys saw me. Right. Thank you. Thank you. Nobody assaulted you. You getting into my personal space. I was trying to move around you to get in front of my cameras. Don't get in personal space. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Right. Any questions on the topic? The topic is about capturing the Church of England from the liberal humanist.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, go, Jamie.
So I'm quite good. Quite good advocate.
Go on, Jamie.
Secular, liberal, yeah, can I advocate for myself?
Don't get in people's personal space, bro. You're doing it again. You're doing it again. I was trying to stand in front of my cameras. You wouldn't let me. You got in my personal space. I've been here for minutes. These guys know that I've been here for minutes because I think you were two couples stood there, right?
We weren't stood there.
Okay, fair enough, but there are two police officers that know that I've been stood here for minutes. This man got in front of my space, and because I tried to get back in front of my cameras and he obstructed me, that's where the confrontation came from. And it's on camera. So if you want the video footage, there it is.
Okay, and I'm going to respond
Right,
to that.
so any questions, ladies and gentlemen? Go on, sir.
If you want to be heard, you have to speak to the microphone.
Yeah, come on.
Microphone's on, Bob.
Come on.
What's your time, bro?
Thank you. Yes, go and do your own thing. Bye-bye. Cheerio, cheerio.
Bob, this camera.
It's on these cameras.
I'd love to see it over there.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it over there.
I tried to move around him, officer.
Jamie, get there.
Come on, Jamie.
Officer out the way.
No, there, stand there, man. My friend. Hey, Jamie.
Yeah, you look for these confrontations and then you play victim.
All the time.
I've never once approached you. You approach me all the time.
All the time, man.
Told you I'm not an enemy, man. How you doing? Good. You think I'm your enemy?
He's nobody's enemy. How are we doing? You all right?
Who was
here first?
I was here first, sir.
He's here first, you're going to have to move.
No one assaulted you. I tried to get in front of my own cameras and you obstructed
He
me.
assault you.
And he pushed me really
Alright, let's go over there and talk about it.
Yeah, please show that on camera where I pushed him like that. You tried to obstruct me getting in front of my own cameras because you were causing an obstruction. You got right in my face, you got right in front of me. You're playing the victim.
It's terrible. Why? You have a demon in you. Why are you attacking
Bye-bye.
a Christian? You have a demon in you. You either need deliverance prayers or you need deliverance.
Right, I'll just go back to... Were any of you officers stood there when I came over? There were two officers stood here when I first came to talk. Thank you very much,
Were you
sir.
here first?
Yes, I was, sir.
Alright, just keep it civil, alright?
Yeah, I tried to. I didn't want to even engage him. I just tried to get back in front of my cameras. He wouldn't let me do it. Thank you very much, guys. Have a lovely day. Right. Now the sectarian heckler has been dismissed.
Okay.
Let's get back to the topic.